Liam Payne's sister throws major shade at Kate Cassidy. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. And listen, yesterday was a full year since we unfortunately lost Liam. And I did see this news yesterday, but I just didn't want to talk about anything drama related yesterday. I thought it was just out of respect. I thought it was just better to wait until today because yesterday was a very heavy day, but this definitely made the news. Everyone is talking about this. This has gone pretty viral that his sister threw some major shade at Liam. Before we get into that, I just wanted to give kind of like a little insight. I've already read it, and I'm going to read it to you guys in a second. Two things. When I get anxiety, my dyslexia, it gets really bad. So I do mess up a little bit. So sorry about that. It's pretty long. So sometimes the words jump around in my head. So I do apologize beforehand. When I get anxiety, and you know, the reason I get anxiety is because anything with Liam Payne just really reminds me of losing my brother 13 years ago. So I do want to apologize on that first. And then second, I just really wanted to say that I really appreciate each and every one of you for knowing and really feeling that everything that I do regarding Liam, I really do with a good heart. So without further ado, this is what his sister said. Well, looks like Liam Payne's sister just threw some major shade at his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. Let's read this together. All right, so she says, 1 year, 12 months, 365 days. Whichever way I say it, it still means the most heartbreaking truth, that you're not here anymore. When you used to go away on tour and I'd cry that you'd be gone for a while, I always knew you'd come back. But now I can't get you home. I can't meet up with you somewhere in the world. I can't FaceTime or text to see how you're doing. It's an internal homesick feeling because we can't go back. I underestimated grief. Whoa, did I underestimate it? I am paralyzed by it daily. I thought I had felt it before, but I know the losses before you were just intense sadness. You are the loss of my life, the one person I will miss at every single occasion in my life. I'd taken for granted that my little brother would be there through life. What a cruel lesson to learn in our 30s, that a sibling is not guaranteed to be a lifer, that I have to face this without you. Your death will never make sense, no matter how much I study it. Whatever angle I look at it, it never makes sense. You shouldn't have died. I have a recurring nightmare where I'm in your hotel room just before it happened, and you can't hear me screaming for you. My brain is locked on your last minutes on this earth. The unaccounted minutes, the minutes I will never have the answers to, the minutes that changed everything. So much has happened in a year, so much to tell you. Our kids have changed massively. You would have continued to be in awe of your son. I've definitely got funnier. Some of the jokes I make really make me smile because I know they would have earned me a rue off you. I visited some beautiful places, but each place has confirmed no matter the view, I will still feel your void from all corners of the earth. There are so many things that have happened where I've tried to imagine what would be said if you were in the room. How would you expect me to react or handle things for you? Maybe a Liam would love this, or a lot of Liam would be fuming this is happening, but then the thoughts are followed by the emptiness of your absence. I'm sorry I have not been able to keep my promises to you in the event of your death. It will forever haunt me how little I have been able to do as you said. We were so naive in our conversations about this serious stuff and how much of the law is in death. Outdated laws we never knew existed where nothing is simple. Why would we know about them in our early 30s? The devastation just sinks deeper with every bit of you I fail. I saw a post on TikTok that said something about if you had 5 more minutes with this person you missed the most, what would you do? I thought about this a lot. 5 minutes to properly say goodbye to you. I'd be at your house. I'd want to be in the room first so that I can hear your feet and ankles clicking as you walk towards it, and then get the feeling of joy the moment you walk in, with your shoulders in the unique way in the unique way they hang. I'd then ask for us to go and walk around your garden. This was always where we would really catch up on the plans and things that were bothering us. We'd stop to listen to the bird noise. You'd say, "It's a woodpecker, that is." And I'd agree, knowing nothing about birds. I'd tell a joke and you'd laugh in your kiddish way. And with that twinkle in your eye, we'd walk around to my car. You'd quip, "My father drives a Jaguar. No one has made this joke to me since you've been gone." We would hug, a tight bear hug, the only hug that made me feel calm. I tell you how proud I am of you, not just proud of your job, proud of the person you are. We'd leave on the love you made, and as I drive away, you would be stood waving in the rearward mirror. I can't read today. I have no idea what's going on. If someone would have asked me on October 17th of October 2024, as I sat assessing the giant gaping wreck that had been left, if we'd all get through this, I'd have said, not a chance. The life of our family has been completely extinguished, and even then I knew it was impossible to mend. I think of my grief as a clock. I explained to you years ago when I was nagging you to be better at answering your phone that my head was like Weasley's clock out of Harry Potter, where it would check everyone in our family in before I could switch off. And with you traveling the world, I'd really need your confirmation of being safe and sound before I settle. Only now there is a number missing off the clock, which means nothing in my days makes sense, and it feels like no one is safe and sound. You died, which is something that happened, but your absence is something that happens to me every day before I even open my eyes. I am now the girl who looks robins in the eyes just in case it's you, the girl who hopes the butterfly ahead lands on her in case it is you, the girl who says goodnight, Liam, to the stars each night just in case that's where I will find you. Wherever you are, I hope you can hear me. I hope you are guiding me, and I hope you know the love I have for you in this is infinite. I hope I get a chance to be your sister in every lifetime. For a year, I have watched people speak and draw conclusions on Liam and his death, a spectator of the most triggering interviews and comments without any warning or heads up that my person's death is about to once again be discussed publicly, whilst I am desperately trying to resume my normal life that doesn't fit around my grief or me anymore. Whilst I'm still on my knees struggling to regain balance since my world burned down, and every time I try to take a step, something comes and sets fire to all the progress I thought I had made in my mind. In trying to understand where or why Liam isn't here helping me through this. Everyone only seems interested in the public side of this. Some sadly seem more interested in the fame they can gain off of this. But on the human side, people need to remember when they speak, there is a son without his dad, parents without their child, and I am lost without my brother. Love always, Liam in every lifetime. All right, best friends. So that was very heavy. Very heavy. Definitely the last part I do believe was definitely shady. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, you can't go around it, you can't deny it, and I really do believe that this was about Kate Cassidy. And the other one, I forgot her name. Listen, everything she says, it's true. I remember very, very carefully my first year without my brother. I did a lot of those things, and I would sit in, at that time, my grandmother, I decided to live with her and take care of her because she had Alzheimer's, and my family couldn't take care of her because everyone was grieving my brother and not in the best place. So I took responsibility 2 months after he passed to take care of my grandmother, which was the biggest honor of my life. She's no longer with us, but I'm very grateful to have had that opportunity. But I remember, tucking her in, saying prayers with her, and then going and sitting in this outdoor patio that we had, just look up at the stars, drink, and talk to him. And, looking back, obviously it was very destructive behavior, but I also just, I would try to see any sign, anything that I could. Is it him? Is it, so I really feel everything that she is saying. And, I think that while I believe that everyone has their right to grieve the way they see fit, I think I would absolutely throw some shade at, my brother's girlfriend or boyfriend, if they were doing that. You know what I mean? So, while I don't, as an outsider, let me, make this clear. As an outsider looking in, this is her job. This is her grief. I do believe now, 13 years later, and with therapy, I do believe that it is important to talk and to try to regain some kind of normalcy, because I definitely do believe that. But a year in, I would also see it this way. 13 years later, I see it very differently. So it's all about how you heal. It's all about how you move forward in life. It's very difficult. And that is why I say nobody should police anybody's grieving, because grief looks different for everybody. So what do you guys think about this? Please let me know in the comments below. Once again, I apologize if my reading was definitely off. I really do apologize for that, but my anxiety kind of ruffles up my dyslexia. So I love you all so much. I am forever grateful and thankful for you, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.